Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if this is, and if you have been watching me for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance, to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. I don't know if I said that already, because I've been doing videos, y'all, so please, bear with me. And if you've been with me for a while and, I haven't heard from you in a while, please go ahead, drop a line and say, hey girl, just stumbled on one of the videos, or, I just stopped by to see what was up with you, blah, blah, blah. It'll be greatly appreciated. It'll be so good hearing from you. And, if the video just give you a good vibe, just give a thumbs up, share, it'll be greatly appreciated. And anything that you're going through right now, I'm sending so much love, blessings, healing vibes, whatever you're going through. A lot of us are going through hermit mode. We're reassessing. We're allowing ourselves to really, take a deeper dive of different things that we're going into our lives that, that you have to trust the unfolding and all that stuff. And a lot of times that challenge and change, the challenge of change can really just put you through a funk. So I'm just sending you so much love and blessings and uplift that you truly need it. So, that'll be a million times fold, whether it's dedication, motivation, persistent, calm, uplift, alignment, just peace, happiness, whatever it is. I'm sending that towards you a million times fold. Anybody who's coming in with low vibrations is not godly and is self-serving to you, and is not, creating or, elevating anything towards the best version of myself, I block. I block and go ahead and return to sender. It's that mine's going to be ultimate calm, peace, and healing. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. Loud isn't just the edible remedies. It's evolving in your beautiful vibes. It is. It truly is. A lot of times be different things that'll take place into our lives where, it's just your energy is just straight loud. It ain't, going over the ganja burn or whatever like that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I tell people ain't nothing wrong with that. Whatever you choose to do, when it comes to, getting towards your higher self by, marijuana or whatever like that. They got so many different things nowadays when it comes to that, the gummies, edibles and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the vibes, the edible of your come up, your edible of your glow up, of just stepping into your power like like nothing was before. And it'll be just the beautiful things that'll take place into life where you are allowing yourselves to really allow yourself to just really step back and see, it'll be, I'm trying to see, because there's so many different downloads coming in, y'all. I apologize, but it'll be just those different things you already know, where it'll be like, hey, you need to jot this down, whatever. And it'll be just so much stuff that's coming in where you're just rediscovering yourself on a different vibe. You're able to see a different perspective that's taken into your life where, where you're seeing, my strength is hitting me in ways. And I'll tell anybody, if you're a Heyoka, and the more you stay open towards different things, it's into your life where, you're stepping into your power, you're forgiving the unforgivable, you're letting parts of yourself go, you're understanding why a lot of things went the way it did. You understand why certain doors was closed for you. And that's allowing you to shed a lot of things. And a lot of times when we go through stuff, you may feel like how people will cop an attitude with you, or you have different things just gravitating towards you that just is not right, or it'll be different things where people are opening up doors of drama, or different things bring you into something that's not you, or even heavy resistance is coming in. And when I'm talking about heavy resistance, is like when we really don't understand what's taking place, or we're really not seeing what's is being said. And I mean said through the eyes, said through the mind and stuff like that. And these are the different things that are taking place where you're going through a new part of yourself where you're just a former it's just the old you is like the former shell of yourself. And it will be just those times where you're opening up to those different vibes, and it's just like, let me be loud about it. I want, my power, let it be loud. Let me be in my self-serving and self-care and self-love be loud. These are the different things that I really need to take place into my life, where you're uplifting yourself in ways that just really shook you, and it can bring up so many different emotions, and saying, oh, I never thought I could be able to surpass this, or there's different things that I'm opening up to that I wasn't realizing that I was able to do before. Or you're just seeing different things that you're discovering about yourself that you never knew it was there, and it was just waiting for our attention. Be just like, oh, it was waiting for your attention. I needed to be able to understand this. I need to be able to know these different things, and it's allowing me to be the best self of myself I can possibly be. And it'll be telling you, never second guess yourself, never water yourself down. It'll be different things where it'll make some vibrations uncomfortable because you're living in that life. It'll be just like, if my peace is my peace, if it disturbs other frequencies, and this is not my intention on doing, but me being that way is my ultimate vibe of freedom. And if that loudness is just really deafening you, put some earmuffs on, put some plugs in, blah blah blah, whatever you need to do, because I'm not going to dumb that down for nothing. I'm not going to water it down for nothing. It took me too long. And it'll be those different things where if there's some vibes that really can click with you, and you'll be, if you knew me for a long time and you see how my silence is that powerful rage, and I'm not talking about in a negative way, but powerful rage where my silence is my ultimate, peace for me. If you knew how long it took me to be here, you wouldn't question the reason why I'm quiet. Or you can see that my power is a storm that I didn't even know I can weather in those different times, because it showed me of the different things that I've had to face into my life that I never thought I would have to face. Because it'll be a lot of times you facing your ultimate fears in life. That's why they always say, be careful on how you use your words and how you speak on yourself, how you speak on other people, and different things like that. And it'll be those different times where you're really trying to understand, like, dang, there'll be different times where you can just when you really just sit back and you see how life unfolded for you, even if you're in that vibe of learning about soul mastery in a whole different way. And it'll be those different things, even when a lot of times we try to understand why we had to be put in situations like this, and we're trying to find, it'd be like Blue's Clues and stuff like that, Door to Explorer, swiping no swiper, you're just really trying to understand, what do I need to change, what do I need to heal? These are the different things. Do I need to have this person heal, or do I need to force them to see the different ways? And there'll be those different times where you're peeling back yourself. It's like an onion, and I love onions. I love the way they smell, especially when they're in food. But a lot of other people be like, oh my God, those things stinks, it makes me cry, and all these things, and this and that and third. But then it'll be just like, no, you heal yourself. That's your only responsibility. And a lot of times with us being as the empaths, we feel like we need to help other people heal, and it's just like the highway of heaven. It's like with Victor French and daggone Michael Landon, God rest both of that soul. Anybody ever been, I'm a 70s baby, if you ever understood back in the 80s, what it's kind of like Touched by the Angel. Much love to my auntie Della. I love her. She's like, spiritual auntie and stuff like that. But, those are the different things that comes in life where you're showing people, you're like that angel. And it would be just like, it's crazy, not to switch subjects, but I noticed there's a lot of things where I grew up that I used to watch a lot of times that really can click with what the things I'm going through now. I used to watch Scooby-Doo, all the little creep crawlers and all the little boo-boos and stuff. Like, I got to deal with that, ghost whisperer, connected with the people on the other side, sending messages to other people that I've connected to, and it just blows my mind on the things I'm able to find out, the different things that I'm telling. But it touches my soul when I can bring somebody's emotions up like that. My family's talking to you, to talk to me, and these different things. I've been like that since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Well, actually, it's been longer than that, but different things like that. Or Touched by an Angel, or you used to watch a lot of what was it, apocalypto and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm trying to remember if that's what I was talking about, apocalypto, but a lot of different things about Native Americans and stuff like that. Different flashes and stuff that come in. It just really blows my mind. And then I got to go talk to a guardian, like, hey, what does this mean? And it'll be blowing their mind because I'm telling them something I shouldn't even know. But it'll be different stuff like that. And it's like you speak loud about yourself, because there'll be so many different things you're rediscovering about yourself. And it was just like, it's self-discovery. You're there, speak the word speaks very, very loud volumes. You're discovering a part of yourself. It's like, oh, I remember, I'm learning this. No, you're remembering, because it'll be like you knew, you had to learn. You're only in charge of making yourself happy. You're only in charge of healing yourself. Now, making yourself happy, that's different when you have children and stuff like that. You want to be able to instill in their mind, this is why, honestly, I don't know if it's true, if they do or not now, but it's just about self-love. They need to start having that in school. Meditation, telling, how to keep balance and alignment and upliftment about your life, being able to, be very secure within yourself. We had a lot of this stuff growing up in school, but I guess they feel like the parents need to have that. But no, everybody don't have the Beaver Cleaver, lifestyle or whatever, where you have that kind of encouragement or upbringing into your life. I really wish schools would teach stuff like that to children. Be a lot of different. It'll be a lot. I think the world will be a lot different than it is now. But just being able to see those different things where you understand, only you can make you happy. Never put, your happiness on the pedestal for anything. Don't allow yourself to keep procrastinating. A lot of times we're good, you procrastinate everything. Life tends to slip you by, because we always feel like, a lot of people, certain people will always be there. Oh, that time will always be there. It'll be those different things where you just don't realize, life is too short for you to be sitting back and just waiting for things to happen for you. And these are those different times where your body's speaking loud and clear. I have to remind myself a lot of times when going through different things. It's not easy with everything that you face. You go through different things. You go through growth, and growth, it'll be growing pains. Exactly what it is. You growing, and it gives you all kind of pains in your back, pains in your butt, pains in your head, all these different things into your life. And it's just like when you're going through that spiritual awakening, it was some, I was watching a video today, you be thinking, oh, it's just, it's like tiptoeing through the tulips and junk like that. And you just looking like, no, you going through depression, you ain't liking nobody, you trying to understand why people just not liking you. It'll be different times. You going through so many, different changes. If y'all hearing that noise going back and forth, I got my heater on because I got mad chills today. And you're going through different things like that. And you're going through depression, a lot of different things of your life that keeps just keeps popping up, and you're just really trying to allow yourself to understand, why does this keep occurring? I thought these are the different things that I've healed from, but it'll be different layers of it. They need you to understand, let go of the memory, but allow yourself to appreciate the blessing. Even when these are the different things that may have cut deep, whether it was deception, lies, cheat, whatever it is, it allowed you to really see people for who they were. It allowed you to really understand you of what you were. Just like, they always tell us, never regret the relationships we have. If you get into that point where you finally found that person that loves you in so many different ways, where you get to the point where this is something that you can't even describe, like, man, how is it a girl? What is it? How it is, because you walking around here looking like you walking on clouds, or man, you just singing, you waving at Sunday, you waving in Monday traffic and stuff like that. What's going on? And I cannot describe it. And and I'm not talking about that honeymoon phase where you getting to know somebody, you're like, oh, that's my booski, or that's my boo, and all the junk like that. And then it'll be something that honeymoon phase lasts for a long time. But we had to realize when we get there, and that when you get to that point where you are there, you're going to understand when you look back at every relationship, not just with significant others, but everybody, the do's and don'ts of what you do. You don't tell nobody about what's going on with your significant other. You make sure you keep your bedroom stuff to your bedroom stuff. Not everybody needs to know what's going on into your life, especially if it's something that's very precious to you. because a lot of times people see stuff like that, and they, and they feel in some type of way. They have no problem with, trying to go through different sites. That's why they always tell you, be careful what you set up here and share on social media. I don't share nothing on social media unless I know it's going to be some kind of, spiritual education. I learned that, because there'll be too many times where, friend request is not always friend request. It's surveillance cameras. Because there's a lot of people that'll, instead of y'all say subscribe, will ask you for friend request, don't like nothing, don't drop no comments saying, hey, I seen you on such and such and such. We ain't talked in a long time. Or, hey, I haven't seen you since we graduated high school. Or, hey, you used to date somebody like that. And like, hey, I remember we used to date, and, I'm just checking up on you and stuff like that. They sit up here and ask you for a friend request to watch every little single thing that you do. Somebody done said word for mouth, and it got back about what you do, what you are, who this, who that to you, and they trying to find out everything they could to see how they can sabotage it, or go back and tell somebody, hey, they sharing this, they sharing that, they got this, they got that. People are interested and intriguing about your life, and those are the different things you're understanding. That's why they tell you, sometimes we get like, hey, I wish that I had this kind of life that they have on social media, and these are the different things that's taking place in life, where life is so perfect and stuff like that. And not realizing people on social media have issues too. There's a lot of people that just don't boast and post about the different things that goes on in their life that's not so good. That's what I love about my channel. I'll allow y'all to know the good and the bad. If you don't know about my life and you just coming in, if it's meant for you to know what my purpose was that led me here, then you don't know. Then you'll know. And, anybody who's known about my purpose and see how far I've come and just basically grow with me, I love y'all so much. Especially when you seen my scars and you see how I healed them, and you have no judgment, you ain't placed no ego on my vibe at all, and you ain't do no vindictive stuff to me. I love y'all so much. I appreciate that. Even with the people that did, I still love y'all, but from a distance. But I had to be able to shut that off. But it'll be different things where, even with that relationship, not with just significant others, but that relationship with yourself, it'll be so loving, because you see how hard it took you long to get into that peace of mind. I tell people I was that type of person that I had everybody in my life, and it didn't matter, because the fact is I had to feel wanted. I had to feel like I was important. I had to feel like I mattered, and I had to be at that point where, I don't want nobody to think I'm preaching to them, but I'm not going to tell you nothing I ain't went through myself, and I see how it changed me for the better, and I speak loud about that. If somebody don't like what I say and don't like my truth, the door. Be like those different things. I'll tell people, you are somebody regardless who you with. It don't matter who you're related to, who you know, who your mama know, who your daddy know, who your daddy is, who your mama is. You're somebody regardless. It don't matter. Somebody make, she thinks she this and this and that because she got this and this and that, or he thinks he this and this and that and taking this and this and that. And there'll be different things that you have to learn. There'll be different parts of your life where God will really show you who you are through the people that you stay connected to. Be like, show your friends and I'll show you. I forgot what song it was that Drake said. He was like, my mom always told me, you want to show me, show me my friends and I'll show you. You are who you hang with. There'll be different times where you see that you can have that naive mind or that naive heart, or altogether just naive, and there'll be different people that take advantage of that. Or there'll be different people that know you don't know what's going on in life. You're just learning. We're still learning. You can be like 80 years old and you're still learning something new with your life. You're never too old to learn something new. And it'll be just different pages of your life. There'll be different times that you'll be put in a situation. I tell people, when you go through that moment, like where, I said, God bless you if you never had to go through some very traumatizing stuff in your life. You had to discover something about you, or you had to endure something about your life, and you seen when things really got real for you and you got left by yourself. And I mean, everybody, people, it didn't matter who it was connected in your life, whether it had to be family, immediate family, your children, all those different things, people that you've been friends with, you grew up with, all of a sudden you were by yourself. It felt like an echo. You can hear only yourself. And it'll be those different things in life where you're like, God, why would you take these people away from me? I love them, and this and this and that. Or why are these people doing me this way? This and this and this and that. And I needed you to have attention towards yourself. These are the different things where you're discovering yourself on a whole new level. But this is the different things that I had picked out for you before you got here. These are the different things I needed you to go through before you got here. I already had this played it out, and it's going to lead you towards the ultimate purpose in your life. Because there's a lot of times we pick different things in our lives that are very beautiful, and when we finally get to where that pinnacle we want to reach, we're not feeling fulfilled. You're not happy. You see different people are enjoying what they do. They don't see it as a career. They don't see it as a job. They're seeing it as a lifestyle. You're doing different things, even when you decide to take time off. Like even when you're on your grind, you're not working, but you are on your grind, and you love every little single thing you do. And it will be just those times when you press pause and say, you know what, I got to step back for self-care. There'll be different times, like about 2-3 years ago, I would make 12, 13 videos a day, and there'll be times I'll go 2 and 3 days straight. And trying to understand, I'm in 2 and 3 weeks straight, not 2 and 3 days straight, but 2 and 3 weeks straight. And I'm just like, man, I'm tired. Let me go look and see when's the last time I had time off. It'll be different people like Roslynn. I'm still trying to catch up from what you did a month ago. And you doing 10 to 12 videos a day. Now I'm just like, nah, you be lucky if you get 1 video out a day now from me. But it'll be, different ones that I just set on or whatever until I'm like, oh, okay, I want to release that, or oh, I want to release that, and be those different things. But it was just like me being consistent with myself, because I was getting so many different downloads and stuff like that. And it'll be just different things that I learned, love myself. Be able to appreciate and love the person I'm becoming, even if I don't know for sure what I'm becoming, but you coming to something different. A lot of times you in situations you think you need to change, that mess was supposed to be changing you. It'll be those different times when you got left all alone. This is those different times we were saying, you know what, it's going to be lonely on this road for a minute. But guess what? There'll be different times where you have to understand, even though these people have left your life, your experience with that person is already expired. There'll be different times where your situation is just too much for that person to handle, and they had to walk away. Or there'll be those different times where there's just people in your life that was just there for the benefit of you. And when it came to the, shoe being on the other foot, you needed that help from them that you done gave or whatever. Or even it would be different times where I've had people in my life that helped me, especially after my mom passed away. And I still appreciate them, even though we don't talk anymore. But it was just like after different things that stuff really got real for me, and truth came out, nobody wanted to talk to me no more. Nobody want to, deal with that. It was just too much. It was just this and this and that. And it was the worst thing I thought I could ever go through. But it was also the best thing I could always go through, because it was something like even you can be lonely with a whole group of people in your life, and you can still be feeling lonely. And that was that time where it gave me so much to become my own best friend, because I always felt like I had to be around people. And now it's just like I don't really like doing that. I love being on the internet situation where I talk to people through the internet. You're like, how you don't like people but you love helping them? Because the same way, now it'll be a lot of other people that are are like that with empaths. Like we don't like people. I'm like, oh, it's too peoply out there. But you have no problem. I love to be able to help the world out. I love to be able to help the universe out in that way. And I don't know why it feels like that, because it's like I love helping people. If I know there's something that will come and download, and there'll be a person that will come to my mind, I want to be able to say like, hey, have you ever tried this? Or it'll be a different thing where you got your own confirmation about something, but you need a confirmation of a confirmation to say, hey, is this what I'm going through? Or these are the different things that I really should do. And those are the different things where I've had people in my life that will really see that spark in me, and there will be so many people that are just coming in and helping me like that. I had to thank God, universe, thank the people, and still be, hey, how you doing? We're all doing our own thing. We really don't talk like we used to, but it was just like God and universe brings those angels into your life just to direct you. But also there's people that really see you, and that's intimidating and very fearful to them, and they will obviously, they will purposely send you in the wrong direction just because they were scared of what you become. And these are the different things where it took too much to get you where you are now, even if you're not there yet. You got too far. So are you going to allow yourself to water yourself down? No. If you're speaking something positive that may make somebody uncomfortable, they need to get hip to the program or step out the box. And that'll be those different things. And it'll be just like, oh, you being mean. Oh, no, it's just the fact is I always allowed people to be in limbo around me, and I'm not doing that anymore. And you have to be able to do that. Don't allow nobody to be limbo around you anymore, because that means that when it'll be like those people that are selective supporters. You know, it's like, what's a selective supporter? Anything that they're coming into a vibe where you're learning, you're getting frustrated, you don't know where things are, you're all over the place, your whole hot mess, a mess of a hot, be something like that, and then that person will be there. But all of a sudden, when you know your ish, you on that, you grinding, you on that next level coming up, next level coming up, you have no problem with them vibing with you and being able to say, hey, if it wasn't for my homegirl here, or my home dude here, or my fam here, my soul tribe this and my soul tribe that, I would not be exactly where I am. But I'll make sure I give props and where props is due, and they'll be fine. But there'll be sometimes people would not support you until they seen you as competition, and just being able to say, baby, I'm not in competition with you, I'm in competition myself. I have some insecurities too, but you seeing more of what you feel like, oh, if that, it'll be some people that where you can't have this own celebration without them having to one up you. And I mean, there's a whole different situation. They're like, dang, I can't have a celebration by myself where you got a one up week. Can I be happy? Because there'll be times where I'll be happy for you when you got yours. It'll be different things like that. Well, I'm going to be loud for mine. And if I know there's somebody that, we in that team together, I'm going to be loud for them too. Like if they could be somebody, I remember where I had a few friends that, I don't know if they still have, I haven't seen them for a while. They had YouTube channels, and I used to be when we were way back in the day, we were doing, I don't know if people do sub for sub anymore, where they get all on live, and there'll be different, different YouTube content creators, and they'll be like, hey, go sub to here, and I'll go sub to here, sub to here, sub to here, because there'll be people coming up like, hey sis, or hey Roz, how can I be able to do my channel? I said, shoot, I've been doing this for 7 years. I got different things to come in, and there'll be energies where I know anyways, but my stuff was like booming. And then all of a sudden it was, and then it'll be a lot of subscribers, and then all of a sudden it came down. I said there'll be the struggle, but this is the benefit of that struggle. I've been going through mine for 7 years. In my mind, my ego over mine, I should have been past this already, or I should have had this. It's like, sis, you are. But a lot of times for you to be able to go through these different things, your energy is speaking loud to you. Recognize your power. When you know that you're creating something, of really creating something, there's going to be some kind of resistance. You're going to have some kind of haters. You're going to have people just trying to block every blessing that's coming into your life. They're going to want to try to make things hard for you. You're going to have to go through challenges, because God's using those exact things to create better for you. You had to be able to go here. You had to be able to go there. And these are the different things that's unfolding into your life where you had to be able to create a co-creator of who you truly are. And that's telling you to speak loud of that. Because even when you finally get to where you are, you're going to appreciate those people that doubted you. You're going to appreciate those people that did everything they did, watched everything you did, and try to destroy those different things. You're going to appreciate those setbacks, because they, prepared you for those comebacks. The different times where God put you in hermit mode so he can make sure you ain't had no kind of distractions, so he can be able to place you in that vibe for him to bless you in whatever way he was trying to do that to. And those are the different things where he tell you to speak loud. You ain't got to be just smoking it. You can be that. You had to be able to do that. And it'll be those different things that's taking place into your life where you can really, truly appreciate the buildup of the foundation that universe and God already allowed you to have this. You had the artistry of a blueprint in your mind to really create that for yourself. So I hope you were able to resonate with content of this video. Y'all, much love to you as well. I would love to give a post notification shout out to infamous reality. Much love to you, and welcome to the fam, as well as SCD Real. Much love to you as well. And I can't remember anybody else. I forgot. I can't remember you off the top of my head because I got too many downloads coming in, and I forgot to write it down, because y'all know I usually write down my shout out so I can be able to give it at the end. So thank you so much for whoever is supporting me. I truly appreciate you. Whoever watches the views, give thumbs up, share, tell people about the channel. I really appreciate you so much. So even through social distancing, make sure you all give love, light towards everybody through words, vibes, frequencies. Everybody really needs that. Along the way can take them further. And just because you did that into your life no, you know, for beautiful kindness or whatever you had on your beautiful heart, you know, hey, this is going to take you even further. So please be safe and responsible at every single thing you do. Y'all go to my community channel. I've been putting different posts in. You know, I haven't did it in for a while, so I just started going back and, you know, just giving beautiful vibes out towards you, you know, having you to have something to laugh at, or just different things to make the mind go, you know, different stuff like that. So it'll just be stuff that you can see from a day, you know, daily basis, you know, just, you know, send out some love, upliftment, and laughter, you know, especially if you're going through things like, girl, I needed to hear that, or different shifts we going through, and maybe making you feel like you daggone something wrong with you, and it's just you're going through an ascension phase. You know, a lot of us is going through that. Your sleep, you know, you be energetic one minute, tired the next. You maybe a night owl, you want to sleep all day, be lazy, then all of a sudden the energy comes in. As soon as you know, you radiating your energy off the moon and jump like that. So it's really just getting there. So you know, hey, much love to you. Namaste. You know, shalom, much love. And what do I usually say? God bless. Much love to you. Namaste. Shalom. I say peace.